This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately.
It's a house!
Did you hear what I said? There's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
You know, that's just one step above stupid.
5 brain cells, 4 aren't working.
Hey, there you go, everybody. How's it going? Hey, thank you to Georgina Stoliker up there, the first YouTube donation. The last donation night, it's called donation night. Oh, I gotta get something. Alright, hold on a second. Let me get our regular music going here. Thank you, Georgina Stoliker. And also and she said nothing. And hold on. Trying to get this all in the system.
Night. Let's go freaks.
We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we've also got Regina Carter. Thank you. So this is the last night of the month, and we always do that last push, and then we send in, from the income from the channel, we send in donations to various charities. Now, I guess it's got some interesting information, is that we've got 2 more dough cases. So I'm probably going to send all of it tonight back to the DNA fund at Identifiers International, or for them to use, not at there, but Intermountain Forensics. Hey, thank you. And also, thank you very much to the Velvet Army and Mag for very generous PayPal donations. Very cool. All right, thanks, Robin Barado, Crystal, a.k.a. Beaver Gaming, sub Crystal. And also to Robin Barado, and then Eugenie. Not Corvalli, but Eugenie. And that's probably an inside joke, too. The only person that really gets that is her, probably. She probably doesn't. It's probably so stupid, she doesn't even get it.
Helping make a difference.
Thank you, Eugenie and Kathy Friedenmaker. Helping make a difference. Yes, that is true. So it's pretty crazy, you guys. We have the opportunity to, sounds like we get to fund a victim of a serial killer. That's pretty crazy, but there really isn't much information, but it was a girl found in a hotel, a black girl found in a hotel that was like bound, and we don't have, who the serial killer is. I don't even know if the person's been caught, but there's 3 different women that have been tied to the same person. Hey, thank you, Kathy Friedenmaker. Tawny Lee. And so we're going to fund the identification of this girl, okay? And then we also have another one that was I think it's possible it was a drug overdose by somebody who ran away, and she hasn't been identified for quite a while, and so, she needs to have her name back too, okay? So there we go, and then we have the 3 others that we're working on. So I got to start just pumping money into our DNA fund too. So I mean, if it gets to the point where we didn't have enough and they needed the funds, I'll just, sort of pay for it. Take it out of maybe the PayPal or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But thank you, Tina Susser. So anyways, for the first hour or so, we try to do the, if everybody wants to help out the channel, you can use PayPal or Super Chats, and then we do our donation. Then I do the spins for various levels. Like if you're on Patreon, if you're a moderator on here, you get the freaks. I'll have to try to figure out a way to add the moderators from Discord on the next time, or maybe have their own little, I don't know if there's a different spin or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I didn't really think about it till today though. And then the Freaks 101, Oogla Boogla, and Megazoids. Alright, so the Megazoids will win probably like a hoodie of some sort, and then the Oogla Boogla Freaks get a mug. And maybe, and then the Freaks 101 we can have a mug too or something. And then the moderator gets the Mod Tumbler, and then I guess maybe we'll do one spin for all the channel members, or the every single channel member. I think there's 600 and something. Thank you, Will Good, and Alley Cake. Thank you very much. Wow, man, it's not working the same as it used to here. Oops, just a second. And let's hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you
Yay for DNA fund.
go. Yeah. And then Will Good. Will Good.
Appreciate your channel.
And I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but Adventures with Purpose put out a video today. I thought it was a little too speculative for them to be putting some of the stuff that I saw on another video later. It's like they need to kind of just be like, hey, we found the vehicle, and let law enforcement deal with the other stuff, like, hey, this truck driver saw somebody, and maybe it was her, maybe it was not, now everybody's making videos on it. It's just, I don't know. Wasn't really, that's not them, so I'm not really sure why they do that. They kind of put them in a different realm. They need to kind of just stick with them finding vehicles based off of law enforcement information and not adding to the fuel of conspiracy theory nut jobs. So I actually saw one of the clips that I was like, wow, that's not really them. That's outside of their realm there. That's not kind of lessons. Put some, doesn't help them. Let's put it that way.
Chewbacca?
Thank you, Karen Shank Chapman. Welcome, Paula Durbin and Sherry S. And also a blank slate. Yay for the DNA. Yeah, our DNA fund right now has 20,000 in it, but we are going to need to put more, so that's why I'm going to kind of keep focusing in on that a little bit. Maybe for the next 3 months or so. I mean, I'll still try to give some to other organizations, but we gotta, these people that don't have their names and they're just, stored somewhere in the ground with an unmarked name, that they need to get their names back. So I think that's, and it doesn't change anything that you guys are doing. I'm just going to like this month I've already given from the channel revenue $1,500 to NICMEC, but maybe it would have been $500, and then like tonight we'd be giving like $4,000 or something to the DNA fund. So maybe it'd be something like that next month. I don't know. We got to get back to giving some to Texas EquiSearch. Yeah, I know that. Hey, thank you, Paula Durbin. Very cool. Turn down that audio a little bit. Yeah, so at about 6:45, we'll do something else. Now, today,
Thank you to the lovely freak.
do you remember the case we covered last night? Hey, thank you. It's, Cheyenne R said, thank you, the lovely freak. Thank you to the lovely freak family. I mean, right at the beginning of the show yesterday, and that's how valuable this is to at least get the name out. Today, I got an email from the biological mother and the boyfriend, and I interviewed them for about 38 minutes. That's how long the interview is. I don't know if I can play all of it, but we're not doing that tonight either. I'm not making tonight about tomorrow night's show. I might just be completely about that case. All right. And then later, just randomly, unassociated with the biological mother, I got an email from the biological father because, you know, they've got divorced and the kids stay with the mom. Part of the time he gets custody, sometimes too. And, you know, it was interesting. There was a lot of, some strange, let's put it that way, in some of the interviews there. Not with the bio dad, though. The bio dad seemed absolutely, you know, like a father looking for a daughter. And there wasn't really that, just some oddness. Like,
Ocean wave.
Oh yeah, adding Venmo. I don't know how to do that stuff. Maybe I'll figure it out. But is Venmo something that people like to use a lot? Or hey, thank you very much, Vicky H and MM. So I spent most of the day interviewing them and just kind of mapping things out and trying to figure it just, and then waiting for another interview. And so we're going to have them come on tomorrow, perhaps.
To end the month, smiley face.
Well, thank you, Vicky H. Yeah. Maybe I'll figure out how to use Venmo. How do they know about you for them to? Well, they just knew because they watched the show. You know, somebody said, "Hey, somebody covered it." Nobody's talking about them, and that's the whole point. Is see here's the thing. Tomorrow, if their parents are going to come on, and I mean the only possible way something would preempt that would be is if the Delphi case there's an arrest made, and I would have to, you know, that's just I have to do that one. But anything else, if they come out with a coroner's report and said it was a murder in the Kiely Rodni case, I'm still going to be talking to the parents, and I hope that everybody that gives a damn about other cases other than just one in their entire life will actually be here following that one. Okay, because I want to, Laken Lewis needs to be talked about too. She went missing on the 18th of August in her little trailer park community, and it's really kind of weird. There's witnesses that put her on a specific corner talking to a different individual, but there's some variances in the story, so it's really getting nutty.
Thanks for all you do.
Well, thank you, OnexRose. And also, every time keeps doing the same thing. OnexRose and Georgina Stoliker. Thank you. Yeah, I was hanging out with Georgina in this late night panel, crazy, just watching this crazy chat. It was weird. Hey, thank you very much, Ginger Snap. Let me guess, you have red hair and you get angry often. I'm just kidding. I guess I need to put in my at the end. Hey, no problem. Well, here's the thing: is I'm not doing the show unless you guys are here, helping me, supporting the channel and allowing us to do all the stuff that we do. See, I would say we make a huge difference as a channel. Okay, and I think that's kind of the goal that everybody should be having out there, not just, hey, look at this, I can talk for hours about a conspiracy theory. Yeah. Thank you, Sleuth and Sandals and Jiggy England. Did I just miss one up there? Oh, Quietly Frozen. Oh, look at the bingo player. Listen, everybody, that's B57. B57. I-49. I-49. Yeah, wow. Thank you. I didn't even notice that it had a 3 in the front there. That's amazing. Quietly Frozen.
I-49, N79, G63, O57.
There we go. B57, I-49, N79, and G63, and O57. For those of us that are following along, playing bingo, as we're often referred to on various channels out there. We're nothing but bingo players out here. Never mind the $93,000 that we, as a channel, have donated to various charities from the income from the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yep, Quietly Frozen. They say, the trolls say that she's actually my wife. So every time she sends in money, I'm paying for her to send me money. Because YouTube takes their percentage, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Thank you, GM. Got the little blue face on there. Very cool. Chewbacca?
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
Yeah, and then what we'll do after the first hour and all the stuff given away, we'll do the open up the lines. I mean, we could even have it where people can call in during this time here if you feel like it. So hold on, let me get the invite here. And this is usually a night where we get trolled, so get ready. Get ready to start removing stuff. All right. We get trolled because they're not doing a damn thing. All right, hold on a second. Let me get the number here. All right, so if anybody wants to call in, there is the number. So we got some. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I'll move over to this screen right here. Now, so on the case from last night, apparently she was standing about right here, and then she was seen actually at 8:20 right in front of the house with 2 other guys, and then never showed up inside the house. So anyways, that's part of the information, but I guess we'll figure it out tomorrow. What's the robbery, Monica? That's not what this case is about. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Dana Dane. And by the way, Dana Dane asked me for today to find somebody for her on newspapers.com, and boom, I found it. It was cool. Can't really say unless she wants to tell you guys, but it was pretty interesting. Thank you, Dana, and Tiffany May. Thank you very much. Hey Tiffany, were you the one that you were gonna get a hold of me? I can't remember now. About indigenous. Maybe looking into some indigenous cases, but maybe you could help out somehow by getting more. I don't know if that was you. It was it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? A week, two maybe. I do. I get the tax benefits, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be weird if I didn't? Let me ask you guys something. Wouldn't it be stupid if my channel donated money to charity and I didn't write it off? Yeah. That'd be really strange. Yeah, so the people that are supporting my channel are supporting my channel. And then I take a portion of the income and send it into charity. Now, people think it's like a dollar for dollar thing, and it's not even close. It just helps some. Okay. Hey, thank you, OnexRose. See, people think they're so clever. There's no, it's just unbelievable. It's really stupid people. Probably the slow Joe morons buddies, you know what I mean? Let's see. Hey, thank you very much, Jessica Schubach. Have I missed anybody yet as they've come through? Okay, let me see if Tiffany's responded. I haven't seen it. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. There you are. I see it. Excellent. I wonder if we could help out a lot. Wouldn't that be great to just really be a place where you're getting more information to help out, cover just a vast array of indigenous people? I think what you would come up with over time is the development of a serial killer and multiple serial killers. I think that there are serial killers that prey on indigenous people because they know that it's not going to get the coverage or the investigation. And I also think that that's also the same reason that sex workers are often the prey of serial killers, because law enforcement, they're sort of put as a triage below any other person. And that's just the way it is, you know. And thank you, Jessica Schubach. I might have already said that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think that'd be awesome. Alright, so we got another, I don't know, 36 minutes. Yeah, I'm not a 501c, and as I say a million times on here, if you guys out there on your own want to send in money directly to charities, that's the best bang for the buck for the charity. However, if you like supporting my channel so that it allows me to keep doing the shows every single night, 7 days a week, and then at the same time, at the end of the month, I, from the income from the channel, I try to donate I do donate, but it's usually more than 50% of the net revenue from YouTube, okay? And it just sort of seems to be a way that works. Now, if you don't like supporting my channel, or whatever it is, it's just your choice. Yeah, and there isn't anybody on here that's tricked or fooled or anything. I show all my donations that I make. Every single one of them is on the screen. Nobody's confused. And it's just bizarre that every single time we do a show, the same wacko people show up saying the same stupid, tired comments without really knowing what the hell they're talking about. So there you go. And the thing is, every single night we bring in funds, and that allows us to make much larger bulk payments, like to charities if I feel like it, right? And that's what I feel like doing every single month, because it feels good to actually make a difference, I think it would suck if, like right now, I could take in every nickel that we brought in and just move on to the next month. Okay, but it would just feel shitty, And there's no way in hell I would do that. Hey, welcome, Michelle. jeez. Yeah. Well, if you missed the beginning of the show, see, right now we have 3. Okay, so let's see. There was Altoona Doe. That one is a weird case where there is a individual that had flippers on his feet. You know, I think a wetsuit on, if I remember right. But he was wrapped in some sort of like parachute cord or something. Bullet hole to the head. And weighted down with various things. And that person hasn't been identified. So we're sending the off to Canada to get the DNA extraction. So there's that one. We also have the Addison County Doe. That case is really weird, by the way, because you got to ask yourself, I thought maybe he put fins on, swam out into the lake with a gun, and he had weights on him so that after he shot himself, he would sink. But the way it's worded, it sounds like he was bound up. So then you ask yourself, why in the hell did he have on flippers? That is absolutely makes no sense at all. 0, actually. So you have that. And then the other one is the Addison County Doe that was on its last legs. We were almost, and Colleen said, let's try one more thing. So they sent out some more ground up bone powder off to the same lab in Canada because they have much more sophisticated machines to, I don't know if I got this second one or not, to get DNA, and that's what they're doing. That's a 1934 mother with 2 children, and the identification would lead to most likely the killer because they were never reported missing by anybody. Thank you, Mrs. Ryan. I know we're not talking about Kiely Ryan, so I know it's sort of boring. Look up on the top there, 253, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Makes me just want to punch the screen, it's just... That's ridiculous. Thank you, OnexRose again. Thank you. Hold on. OnexRose, and then Billy Juliana. Thank you. Yeah, to be honest with you, all the people here right now are the ones that matter, because you guys are here supporting what we actually do. And there's a lot of people that just float around and, willy-nilly, whatever the hell they're interested in. Boom, Hey, wow, thanks again, Mrs. Ryan. And Billy Juliana, the mayor. I gotta say, Billy Juliana, she writes the absolute best post-game, if you want to call it that, comments. Like after the show's over, she always writes this really well thought out comment that when you read it, you just go, man, you made me feel good. So thank you for doing that. And thanks again, Mrs. Ryan. Let me check the, hold on a second. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, hold on one second. Hold on. I gotta get something out of here. Oh, there you go again. Is that another one? Cash App? Yep, another Cash App. Well, thank you. Dane. I got some PayPals in here, but I can't get to those yet. So hold on. Let me get to this call. So just a second. Just need to fill in the computer there. Just a second. Okay, there you go. 405. You're on?
Hello.
Yep, hello. There you go. How's it going?
It's good. This is Audra, Blank Slate.
Oh, how's it going? What's going on?
It's going great. I wanted to call in and say how excited I am about the refocus on the DNA fund, and just to express some gratitude that this is even a thing that people are putting their money towards. A family member, my son's girlfriend's mother, went missing back in 2008, and they just thought she was living her life, and they couldn't find her. She dropped off her kids one day and left them with her sister, and then never came back to pick them up. And then they went through all the CPS stuff with the kids and ended up keeping the girls. And they never could figure out what happened. And last year, I spoke with her and asked her to, like, give me all the information about her mom, because she'd never figured out where her mom went. She just turned 20, my son's girlfriend. So her mom went missing when she was around 4 years old. And they never knew what happened to her. And so I asked her to put some information together so that you could maybe look into it or anything. But
that'd be
her
cool.
name's very common and all of that. And so
that does make it hard when you're like using newspapers, when somebody's name is like Melissa Johnson or something. You know, it's like, oh
yeah,
man,
I can't remember her name, and right now I don't want to give her name out because she sent me a text message earlier today, and the University of Texas had chosen a Jane Doe that was found in 2008, which was about a year after the girls were dropped off with the sister, the aunt. And a body was found out at one of the lakes in the state where we lived, and it was a Jane Doe, and they never put it together, but they got a call on Monday that her mother was identified.
Wow.
After however many years that is, 2008 to now. And it just happened to be that the University of Texas, I guess I can say that, wanted to do some testing on some new technology they were working on for DNA, and they just happened to choose her mother's remains as the one to.
And they did the whole genealogy thing too?
Yes, they did, and that's how they connected them back to her family. She actually has several children, like 3, I think, 2 girls and a son. And the girls were the son was very much younger, or like 3 years younger, so he was an infant, so he went with the father, and then the 2 toddler girls.
So this is the one that you were telling me about, or is this a different one?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, so we don't need to do anything. So what happened to her then?
Well, they don't know what happened yet, but she was found in a shallow grave, so it's not likely that she buried herself accidentally. So now that they know who she is, they can go ahead and, start looking for what happened to her and figuring that out. Because, without knowing who the person is, now the girls have their mother back. They thought that they were deserted and that she was just out there living her life without them and didn't have a care in the world. That was kind of the story that the family fed them. And then they now know that, she might not have chosen that. If she was around still, she probably would have come back for her kids and things like that. So, this is a story I sent you earlier. And the reason I didn't, give the information to you when she did the research last summer was due to, it just was so vague. It was, she went missing in 2007 and her name is, I'm just going to make up her name is Jane Doe. And, she's from, she's a basic white lady. It's so hard.
How long how long after she went missing did they find her though?
Like between 3 months and a year from her death.
And how far away was she found from where she went missing from?
The local, 30-minute drive.
Yeah, so it's probably, was she doing anything? That she had a boyfriend? There's going to be I think it'll probably lead to, when was this identification made?
I just found out, they just called her, the daughter, and told her Monday. I'm not sure how long ago it actually happened. And as soon as they released the actual information publicly, I'll send you everything, because I really think it'll be a good story, especially if we need to do some looking around in the area for people, places, and things. Once they put all those names together, I'll definitely be getting in touch with you.
Yeah.
But it's a really interesting story, but I just felt so like useless because, like you said, when it's a generic name, a generic type person, it's just really hard. We started trying to look for records, and you know, it was very difficult. So I was just like, with her story, all she had was, my mom dropped me off one day and never came back. You know,
Right.
she left with a boyfriend. They did tell her that she left with a boyfriend. So
Yeah, so it's gonna. That's what it seems like. It's either a serial killer or something personal. So. Yeah. So, anyways.
absolutely. So
All right.
I just wanted to call in and say yay for DNA funds, and yay for, you know, for us, those smart people figuring out how to make it all work, and all of that. It's just amazing, and I'm so proud of all the freaks and Grace, especially for putting together his own DNA funding mechanism for all of us to help with, because it's very important, and it's going to change so many lives to be able to give these people their name back.
That's right.
So that's all.
Well, very cool. Well, thanks for checking in. But yeah, make sure to send me all of that, and
Yeah,
it'll be
I'll
interesting
send you
to see
updates as
maybe that
happen.
Texas, maybe the university, if it's some new technology, maybe that's something that maybe you can get that information, then I can forward that on to Colleen, because you know they're always looking for you know, the best things out there to extract DNA, because you know, as a technology advances, they are able to extract DNA from worse and worse and worse samples. So that's something that you always want to keep a little bit, even if it's like, oh man, we didn't get anything. You got to store that, and then later on you can always test it again. Like 10 years from now, you'll probably be able to drop an atom of DNA in something, and it'll give you a sequence. You know, it'll just be.
Someone breathes in the wrong direction and they're caught.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, DNA sniffers that go around and sniff out DNA looking for the killers. That'd be a good sci-fi movie. That'd be good.
That was exactly what I was thinking, like just turning your head the wrong way and having some kind of absorber that absorbs your breath. Yeah, that would be wild.
Yeah.
But it's believable because they're, you know, like with the bone dust, that was so fascinating whenever you had that interview with Colleen, and she was describing how they're doing that now. Of course, I'm not smart enough to remember all those details, but it's very interesting. So, but anyway, I will send you all the updates as they come in. If they're made public, I'm sure they'll have a news article about it eventually, and whenever it's made, whenever they make their next steps and stuff, I'll let you know as much as I can.
Well, thank you.
And love you guys. I love my freaks, and thank you, Gray, for doing what you do every day. And screw you, trolls.
Well, thanks for calling in. Yeah, screw you. Trolls.
All right.
That's right. All right, see you later.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right,
bye.
Audra, as in a blank slate, or Audra Blankenship, as she used to. I used to like saying that, you know. But anyways, yeah, I mean that's amazing, right? That's crazy though. That one ends up as it's a murder, and that's exactly what the 1934 case is. So that's what I was just telling you guys before. So this right now we're on the last night of the. What happened here? Do I have Venmo? Somebody just sent me something. I don't. Hold on. I don't even know what this is. No idea. Hey, thanks, Amber Maiden. How you feeling today? Amber Maiden's gonna be like a superhero here in a few months. You know? Like bionic. It's gonna be awesome. Mama 457 Rose. Thank you. So the ones I just told you about were the Altoona, the 1934, and then we also have a case out of Oregon that's analyzing DNA off a cigarette butt. They do have DNA, but it's a significant cigarette butt that was in a place. I mean, it made sense. I've heard the story. Then we've got 2 more cases coming up. We have a victim of a serial killer that was in a hotel room, a black girl that was tied up and bound and everything like that. Really sick shit. And then another one that's kind of like almost like a Daniel Armentrout situation, but she died from maybe a drug overdose somewhere, and nobody's reported her missing. So I guess after you identify her, maybe it's something else other than a suicide. Not a suicide, but maybe an accidental death. But anyway, she deserves her name back too. I know those ones aren't as sexy, but guess what? She needs her name back. Hello, 267. Hello. You're already on.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Brian C. I just joined a month ago. I really like your show.
Oh, cool. Thanks. What's going on?
Yeah, and I just want to see, do you have an email? Because I would like you to go over, because I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and there's an on-site case. I never know if you heard of it, Barbara Jean Horn, and I would love to see your intake on that case if you have any free time.
What case is that?
So I love the way I love the way you do the maps and everything, because I know who did it, and he was a prime suspect. He went in front of the grand jury, and the DNA that exonerated the man that was on death row for almost 30 years, he's out of prison now, but the guy who really did it's still out in the streets. And I would love to see your intake, because I really respect you. You're a very smart guy. You really know you're the best true crime podcaster online on YouTube.
Oh, come on.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
Because you stick to the facts.
Yeah.
I don't like them rabbit holes. Unless you have the facts, I don't want to hear it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I do speculate on the facts.
You agree with that, right?
Yeah. What's the name of the case, though? I couldn't even hear what you said. What's the name of the case?
It's if you could just write it down real quick. It's 1988 Barbara Jean Horn, Philadelphia,
I've
Pennsylvania.
I've done that one.
Oh, did you?
Hold on a second.
Did you? Okay, so
hold on. Let me look it up. Barbara Jean.
Yeah. Horn, 1988 murder.
I know I've done
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I know.
Because I really think if you go through that case, you will believe the person I believe that did it.
Hold on.
Because the more publicity will shame the cops into doing the right thing. I like how you donate. You really donate more than half of the money you make to charity?
Off of YouTube. Yeah, over 50% of the net revenue.
Great. You are a good person. Nobody else does that. You know why? Because everybody's greedy in this country, and that's one of the main things wrong with this country, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I make money. I make money on YouTube, though. But the thing is, I like to donate.
You're making some money, but you're donating some of the money, too, to help for a good cause.
Yeah, that's the way it should be for everybody.
Exactly, and I'm sure there's some trolls on there that say, Gray Use keeps all the money or whatever. I guarantee there's people that say that.
Oh, yeah, there's no chance.
Yeah,
well, I show the receipt on the screen.
Yeah.
So let's see, Barbara.
Like, I've been just going back on the case. You know what other show I watched? The one you did of Megan. I forget her name. I'd have to look up the case. It was the first show I watched. And when you went through, I just love the way you use the Google Earth maps and you show it and break it down. You just break it down very thoroughly and stick to the facts.
You know, it's weird. I'm looking at my screen right here, and I see a folder, Barbara Jean Horn, but it's only created on August 10th. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait.
Well, if you have any free time, if you could please do a video, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe.
I really think.
Did I do this one?
You did a video.
Hold on one second. Hey, you guys out there? Did I do that one? Because that name sounded so familiar, but this might have been a night where I had to pass it over, and I forgot to get back to it. So do you guys? I have about 20. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13 newspaper articles right here. Okay, yeah. So I did and you know, and in the case, Walter Oakrod was on death row for almost 30 years, but he got exonerated from DNA evidence. But the DNA evidence, why can't it be tested against the 2 prime suspects before? They went in front of the grand jury.
that's the only thing that boggles my mind. Why can't the judge order them to get their DNA tested? You know why? Because the Philadelphia cops want this swept under the rug. And it's up to us citizens to demand justice. He was a 4-year-old baby. If somebody did that to my kid, and if I didn't get justice, I would go kill him. And I don't care if I spend the rest of my life in jail.
This is weird because I can't find.
I want to be able to deal with it.
I can't find the Google Earth folder, but I remember talking about this exactly.
Like I know you're really busy. And wait, can I ask you one question about the Delphi case? Because I know you really know a lot about that. So you think the neighbor, what was his name?
Ron Logan.
That lived close, Ron Logan. So you think there's no possibility he did it?
Yeah, I don't think he did it at all.
Okay.
When I say no possibility, like 1 in a trillion.
Okay.
So
you think it's more Keegan Klein or his father involved?
Oh yeah.
And what do you think they're searching for in the river? And if they took him out, they find something. What do you think? And then they take him out, like if they're offering him a deal?
Well, I think that they might be looking for a weapon of some sort.
I hope this gets solved because 2 innocent girls brutally murdered. It has to get solved. And I think that Indiana has the death penalty, right?
Yes. Yep, they do.
They better get it. Whoever did this better get the death penalty.
Well, they're probably taking it off the table for the deal.
Yeah.
For the deal.
I know that's the case. I know that's the case you know the most about, the Delphi. Well, it's good talking to you for the first time, bud.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling in.
I joined your channel like a month ago, and like I said, everything you talk about, I agree with you 100%.
Well,
you're just my type of guy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
you're the type of guy. If I seen you like in a bar or just seen you on the street, I would just have a conversation. Like I agree with you 100% of the time.
Well, there's a lot of people that would say the same sentence, but then they'd say, if I saw you in the street or in the bar, I'd punch you in the face. You know, I know there's people that say
not me. No,
right, but I know
they're trolls. They're fake.
Yeah, they're idiots.
But there's so many fake YouTubers on there that spread lies, and you know what that does to people's reputations?
No, it sucks.
It destroys them.
Yeah. Like I told everybody the other day, me and my wife were arguing, and it was really shitty, and we were yelling and saying stupid shit. But then I thought, wow, maybe it was recorded, and all they keep saying is Gray abuses his wife. I mean, it's sick. It's sick shit. But I don't know what to do about it. It was just an hour later, we're back to normal again, moving on to just doing our regular shit.
Yeah,
we got mad at something. Why can't people get in an argument?
And you really do a show every day of the year?
Yeah, pretty much.
My God!
How many days did I miss last year, you guys? I mean, maybe one.
Right. Genuine, you're a good person. Donate more than half of your money to charity to help cold cases get solved. Yeah. You're a good person. You really are.
Oh, thank you.
And then trolls. And didn't you have to show receipts showing that you donated money to prove it?
Yeah, like tonight though, I'm gonna have to send one. I have to use my bank account.
You know what I would have did? Unsubscribe from my channel if you don't believe I'm donating money, because everybody knows you are. Because why would you lie about something like that? It's really.
Well, no, you can't because you can prove it.
No, exactly. You have receipts saying you donated money. It's just, oh man. The more and more I watch your shows and talk to you, the more and more I like you. And I think what you're doing is going to help a lot of cases get solved. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you.
Because the main thing is keep it in the spotlight. You got to shame the cops into doing the right thing, especially when cops made mistakes and DAs made mistakes, like the Barbara Jean Horn case. 2 detectives coerced a mentally disabled person into confessing.
That's the one. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I covered that one 3 years ago, and then I was about to do it again, but I was talking to Zozo, and we realized I had already done it. But yeah, that's the crazy one where she was found in a box or something.
Found in the box a couple blocks away from her house.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was horrible. That guy, he was totally innocent the whole time. They just pinned it on a guy that was brain wasn't that great.
Who I think did it? I'm not going to mention his name, but I think it was the prime suspect where the box came from the house. If you go through all the information, and if you would just tell me who you think did it, and I guarantee it's the same person.
Well, maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll do it again one of these days. All right?
Oh, great! If you would do it again, I would greatly appreciate it, because it's like a mile away from my house, and my niece is 4 years old now, and I'm just pitching if that happened to her, I want justice. Like, I think everybody in this country should want justice. A 4-year-old baby was brutally murdered.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah,
sick,
and that's
too.
the bottom line.
That's
Why I love that. Yeah, you keeping these cases in the spotlight or helping these cases have any chance to get solved. Well, I'll let you go. Get to another phone call, Greg. It was nice talking to you, and I'm going to start watching your show more. And if you have any free time, I would really appreciate it if you could do another show in the Barbara Jean Horn case.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
wouldn't mind doing it again. So thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Greg. Nice meeting you. And like I said, I'm glad I could join your channel.
Well, thank you very much. Awesome. Great call.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
All
for
right.
the
Have a good night,
compliments.
okay?
All right.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. So I don't remember which one. Hold on a second. I thought it was a number that called in. I'm going to ask this person. Hey, 937, did you just call in, or are you the one that was on hold? I want to make sure I get this in order.
Hey, Greg?
Yeah, well, did you just call in, or are you the one that was on hold?
I just called in about, 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Well, was there already somebody on hold with you before, the one that says caller, that one? So I don't want to leave them. Yeah. Let me just
you know what? There might have been somebody ahead of me. I'm not sure. This is my first time calling in, so it took me a minute to put the member ID number and the passcode and all that in.
Okay, let me just put you on hold for a second. Let me check the other person. Hold on.
You got it, buddy.
Stay there. Okay, good. All right, call in user. Those usually never turn out well, but unmute yourself. Call in user 1. Hello. Call in user 1. You got to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
No, you can come back on now. The other person didn't unmute themselves. So what do you got? What do you got? Well, thank you. I get that people get mad at me for not showing bias. Like if I don't just immediately jump on like the bandwagon of hate to somebody, you know. I mean, I see the same things that they see, but you can sometimes you got to look at it and go, well, that could mean something else. You know, it could be something else. So, anyways, all right, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
That's been put out there that puts them in.
Oh wait, hold on 1 second. For part of that call we were talking, I have to do monitoring for people, and this happens on every show. So there's a button that I have where people can't actually hear what you're saying. So maybe just for the sake of them, start over again. All right. But I have to monitor what somebody's saying, and then I switch over. Okay, so sorry about that.
Sure.
So now they can probably hear.
Are you going to start over now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, like I said, my name is Matt Mosley. I'm a member, first time calling in, and I wanted to let you know, just so everybody can hear it, that I've listened to and I followed a few content creators, and I think that hands down you're the best one there is. And I know I told you this a while ago, but I want to make sure that I can say it to everybody can hear it.
He said exactly the same thing, you guys.
Yeah. I think your research is hands down above anybody else's, and like I said, you don't show bias and you put the facts out there straight. Mm-hmm. And I just appreciate what you do. And if I was a part of the Williams, Sherman, Patty family, I would be very grateful for what you're doing for them. Anyways, my question to you, Gray, real quick, is right now I know that Keegan and Anthony Klein are looking, pretty good for this as far as anybody else goes. They look like the top suspects. Is there any evidence that puts either one of them in Delphi or at the bridge at that day?
Well, apparently,
I just haven't seen any evidence.
well, the thing is, well, you know, like the Murder Sheet again, they had a podcast where they were saying that the FBI had information that Kagan did a search for a, I guess, Marathon gas station in Delphi, apparently the same day, and it's right there.
Correct.
And then you think, well, why would he do that? So, you know, I don't know. There's no proof, though, that they were there, but why else would he search?
Is that the same? Yeah. That's the same tape that got erased, correct?
Yeah.
That the FBI didn't get on time or something? Okay. All right, yeah, that was just my main question. You know, like I said, you know, I've heard a couple different theories, and, you know, theories all sound good until it gets to the point of putting them there at the bridge with the girls. And then it's just like, oh, well, you know, yeah, they could have been, you know. So I just haven't heard any hard evidence, and I figured if anybody knew, you would. So listen, Graham, we'll let you go. I got to get back to work. I appreciate everything you do, and I thank you for taking my call.
Well, thanks a lot for the compliments and also for calling in. Appreciate it. Very nice.
Yes, sir. You got it, buddy. Have a great one.
All right, have a good one. See you. Bye. Well, that was nice. Yeah, it was weird as he said exactly the same thing on the first go around. Let's see. And I hate when I do that, when I mute it. But I guess apparently, I thought it was your birthday sort of recently. Didn't Mary Lou sing happy birthday for you, Susanna? Like about a week ago or something? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? Confused. What do you mean talking bot? I don't get it. Oh, that's weird. So I remember thinking like the whole Susanna Nickel. I don't know, man. I feel like I remember doing that. Now, let's go we'll get Mary Lou though for you. Hold on a second. Where the hell is it? Well, Mary Lou, you're singing happy birthday for Susanna Nicola Padre.
Gosh, Gray, I don't feel like it today, okay? Goodbye, everybody.
Well, no. Mary Lou, you've got to sing. She's one of the very few people that actually like you. All right?
Okay, but I thought I sang that one already.
I don't think you did. Maybe it was to Mac Gillipadre. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do it again, all right?
Happy birthday to Susanna Gillipadre. Happy birthday to Susanna Gillipadre. Happy birthday, dear Susanna Gillipadre. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Man, Mary Lou, you sound like you're hacking up cigarettes yet again. Have you tried the cigarettes with Retsin? Maybe the diet ones they've got now?
No, I haven't, Gray, but I'll give them a shot, okay? Good night, everybody.
Wow. Jesus, what a wacko, huh? Absolute crazy person right there. Let's see. Got that one, and we get... Isn't Mary Lou great, you know? Just absolutely fantastic. Is it that one? Okay, there we go. Yes, you guys, so right now we're just about at the end of our hour. So if you guys would want to get in on some of the spins and whatnot, we're going to spin for the donations during the show at the end like we always did. But there's these other things, like if you're a channel member and so forth, we'll do those. All right, hold on. 267 again? Hello. Are you back again, 267? Thank you, OnexRose. Not sure what's going on with this number here. You got to hit *6 267.
I got it.
You got it?
Okay, thank you. I got it.
Yeah, you're back on, or?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm back on. I'm back on, Gray.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, what do you got?
Yes, yeah. The case from Texas, I think her name was Megan Goodson. I think it was from the late
Goodman?
80s
Goodman?
in Texas.
Matt?
Yeah, Goodman, yeah. That was the first show I watched here. So I think it was the pastor who killed her.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
That's what, yeah, exactly. And when you went over that through Google Maps, I loved that was the first episode I watched. And that's when I fell in love with your podcast. Because you stick to the facts. And I like how you go through the news articles in order. And that's when the facts are the most truthful. Because that's when people's memories are the best.
Yep, I think that's exactly right.
Exactly. And I agree with you 100%. And there was I think that that case deserves another show. So I think that could easily be solved.
Yeah, I've communicated with the friend for a long time that keeps
exactly. And plus, if it didn't rain, they probably would have DNA evidence. But of course, there was a big rainstorm that day. If it didn't rain that day, I think they could have had DNA evidence.
Oh yeah, the whole thing was weird because she was staged.
Yeah,
they thought maybe the person cared
that
about
first
it.
show I watched, when you explained it, you broke it down so thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for calling back in again.
Like I said, I never heard. Is there any other YouTuber that donates half or more than half of their money to charity?
Well, it's 50% of the net revenue from.
Okay, and that's awesome. You do that.
Yeah, well, why not? You know, the freaks are so generous
exactly.
to me.
And and you understand the biggest problem in this country is greed, and you doing this just shows that you're not greedy and you're trying to help solve these cases. So that basically means you're just a good person. We need more people like you on YouTube.
I wish all YouTubers would donate 50%
like
of
you,
their
exactly.
net revenue, and then all of a sudden we'd be donating millions and millions of dollars to.
Exactly. If everybody did that, do you know how many more cases could be solved?
A lot.
A lot, exactly.
Yeah, like a lot.
People are so greedy; they want all the money to themselves.
Well, the thing is but if you donate any money, they say, "Why don't you donate all of it?" Yet they don't donate any of the money when they make it. That's the part that really frustrates me.
No, you have to keep some money because you have bills to pay. You do a show every day.
It's also like it's a second
you can't
job.
donate it all. You need to make some money. You got bills to pay.
Right.
People don't understand that. Like, gee, oh my God, you're trying to help people. Like, oh God, man, them trolls on there, man. True, I can't deal with the trolls, man.
Yeah.
No trolls for me, man. As soon as I talk to a troll, never again.
Yeah, that's right.
Them trolls are stuff, man. One night when I watched you actually showing receipts saying you donated money, like that's just a disgrace. That's serious. Why would you say you donate money to charities if you didn't?
I actually showed on the screen. They can always, even the number, the verification
I remember seeing it.
They can go look it up.
There was like receipts saying like you donated money. And you donate to all different things, like Texas EquiSearch.
Well, Texas EquiSearch sent me
a
couple hats the other day because they were like, "Hey, thank you."
Yeah.
Why would they send me hats if I didn't send them?
Do you sell merchandise on your website too?
Well, no, I just have. Well, I don't have a website. I do have a website, but it's not on. There's no merch on there. I use Teespring.
Yeah, because right now I'm out of work. I can just like and subscribe right now, but as soon as I get back to work, I'm definitely going to start donating money because I like people that donate money to charities.
Well,
I'm sure every little bit helps.
Awesome. Well, thanks for calling back in on the other case. I got two more calls.
Yeah, and I'll let you go. And like I said, that Barbara Jean Horn case in 1988. If you have any time, I would love for you to go over that case.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you very much. Have a good one.
All right.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Gray. You have a great night, okay, bro?
You too. Bye-bye. All right. Let's see. I think I got to get this one first. Wait, are you... How come... okay, so you're on 856. Well, let me get the other one. I'm not sure how you keep being unmuted. I'm trying to get this caller... This other person called before. So call in user 2. You got to unmute yourself. Call in user 2. You gotta hit *6. But hey, You keep him mute. I'm trying to get the call-in user 2 first. All right. So what do you got, call-in user 2? Hello. You got to turn.
Hello?
Yeah, you got to turn off the audio from the show and just use your phone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've been waiting, but it's okay. It's okay. I just had a comment that's okay. The new sheriff of that county is Wayne Wu.
What county? What are you even talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. In the man, I'm trying to read this and talk. They've gotten rid of it on the site.
But what county are you talking about?
Where the girl drowned.
Oh, you mean Kiely? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he was an under sheriff, and now he's the sheriff. And I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to get at? Let's throw out what you're trying to get at, because I gotta move on to.
Let's put it this way. Okay, I know. Let's put it this way. He has a son that goes to school, that went to school with her, and he was at the party. But there's some allegations that have been against him since May. For oh wow, no,
Okay. What? All right. 856. Now you're on. That person just hung up. I don't know if that was even a legitimate call. That just seemed totally bogus. 856. There you go.
Hi, Gray.
It's Lillian. Sorry about that.
Hey, listen. At least I'm glad I'm not the worst caller. Whew, I couldn't make heads or tail of that last one.
I had no idea what that person was even saying or talking.
No.
I think it was a troll. I don't know if it was either nervous or it was a troll, because it was really strange. It was just there was nothing.
Yeah, he was ready to get the courage up to say something really off the wall. Sound like it to me. But anyway, great. The other day, when you put on that show during the day, that was excellent.
Well, thank you.
About
43
Delphi.
seconds. Yeah, 43
It
seconds.
was about Delphi, yeah. And then last night was excellent. And I just want to say this, not because I'm a freak, but your work on all the cases, but this case, because it is probably worldwide known, your work on it, honestly, I go back and I look at some of the things you say over again to justice, and I don't know how you figure all this stuff out. It shows that you put a tremendous amount of work into everything you do. You're a stickler for detail, and this is what makes you different.
It's kind of weird, because what I do is I just look at cases and I sort of filter through the nonsense a lot of times. And
yeah,
I try
but Gray, who would think? Now think of this. Who would think of? I mean, I know that forked tree like it's in my neighborhood, because you talked about it all the time. You saw the forked tree. Now, like last night, it's probably grown, like you said. But I mean, even down to the rail ties. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, Gray. And you've done tremendous work on this Delphi case, and we need you on it, because I believe, and I think you do too, I think they are really, really, really onto something, and I think this is going to break. I think why I read something last night after you were off, and somebody said, well, I don't think it has anything to do with the Kleins, them going to the Wabash River. Mm-hmm. So it was on a Abby and Libby site, that I'm into the group there where I can comment. It comes on my news feed, and I put, well, I disagree. I think it has everything to do with Delphi, and I do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe they took him out. I believe there is something in that river because it was thrown there. I mean, that's
Well, they've also been spending a lot of time there, so Kagan must have convinced them very strongly that there is something there, so they're going to keep looking and looking and looking. Maybe they found something, and maybe they kept looking to see if they could find other things.
Exactly.
Really know.
And I mean, I would totally be shocked, Ray.
Yes?
I didn't hear you with that.
Oh, no,
I
didn't
see your
say
mouth
anything.
going, but you were muted, like.
Huh? No, I didn't say anything. Well, you can't be watching my screen. You can't be watching YouTube because
No. I have the volume down when I have you on my tablet.
Right, but here's the thing: if you're watching YouTube, you're 20 seconds behind on the video. So my mouth
there's a delay.
Don't look at the video at all when I'm talking. You'll be confused.
Okay. I just thought I should look at it, but anyway, great. And I also believe that there is a lot. I think they want something solid. The police want either the murder weapon or a phone or something. They want something tangible other than Kagan saying it's there.
Right, well, that's what the deal is. The deal is if we don't find this item, Kagan, you're not getting the deal. And Kagan's like, well, no, it's in there. You got to find it. And then if they don't find it, there's no deal.
So, Gray, why would anybody say it's not? Now, here's another thing, though. Remember how they say they want to keep a lot of information close to the vest. So only the killer would know. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, his father did it. He knows it. He knows the ins and outs. Why couldn't he offer up information to the police that the public, like we don't know, that could also prove that he's telling the truth and there could be an arrest? Do they want that plus whatever's thrown in that river?
They probably just don't want to tell us what they're doing, because if it's not found, they're not going to talk about what they were looking for or anything.
Well, I know that, but wouldn't he have other information? Remember?
Maybe.
I mean,
well, of course he has a ton of information, but they need to have the smoking gun, as it were. They need that one.
Well,
thing.
That's what I'm.
Because then it's just his word.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's just him then saying, "Hey, my dad did it, not me." So they need to have the item to show. Yeah, well, he's telling the truth. Because look, when he told us that there was a weapon below this bridge, we found it, and this is a weapon that's consistent. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with that, but there's also probably, Gray, a lot of other information that they held close to the vest, like maybe those signatures that's there. Maybe it was, say, a cross that was painted red, for lack of, I'm just putting that. And he said, well, there was a cross there painted in red. You see what I mean? He's got to know other stuff.
Well, let's say what if he wasn't at the crime scene now? What if he was just sitting in the car at the abandoned CPS building, waiting to give his dad a ride home, and then when they're driving home, he knows where something was thrown out the window, and that's the extent, and he also knows why they were going to be there, and what they were doing, and who it was, all that stuff, but maybe he wasn't at the crime scene itself.
Well, that's possible. He could have been, and I'll never remember them giving an ID, because somebody rode by, and there was a kid, they said, standing out by the vehicle by that building.
I don't know.
And they said, "You need help up."
Who said anything?
Pardon me?
I haven't ever heard anything about some guy standing next to the car. That's just
saying the car broke down. That's what I heard.
Oh boy, I don't know. Let's not throw that one in there. That sounds like
okay. All right. Well,
I don't know if that's
okay,
true or not.
But if he wasn't there and he drove the father home, I'm sure somewhere along the line, Gray, he would have other pertinent information other than what they're looking for in the river. Is my point.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, he should, and maybe he does, but it's kind of like we need something that proves that your dad did something, because we know he's the one that did it. So what if, that might be the problem we're having, because you're talking about a criminal that's going to get a deal, and he's going to implicate somebody else so that he can get a better deal. So we need really strong evidence, not just circumstantial, from you to be able to directly link your father, not just you saying it because you're already weak because you're getting a deal here. So that's the problem.
Right. I get it. And I know they've been there going on, well, this is the second week. And I'm sure they're going to look until they can't find it, hopefully. But I was just thinking sort of out of the box, too, with other information that Kagan knows. Without them finding, I thought, would it be enough without them finding the smoking gun?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I guess that's what we're waiting for, you know?
Yeah. So I'm very happy that they're still there, and it's coming to a close. Gray, I feel it. I really, really feel it.
Well, that's what I feel.
And there's gonna be a lot of tears.
It's gonna be great.
Not just.
I'm gonna go.
I'm
gonna go to the. They need to put this in a big building, but I gotta go to the trial if there is one.
Oh,
you know,
listen, Gray, I would love to. I would absolutely love to, but there's going to be tears with the family of that there will be justice, and tears for all the people that have been watching.
And a lot of tears of wacko conspiracy theorists realizing that all the stuff that they were selling to people for all those years was an absolute load of crap. All right, so.
Oh yeah. And what are they going to do? Go to another one, Missy Beavers, and start on that one, making some conspiracy theories? I don't know, Gray, but keep up the good work, and you got other calls.
All right.
And I will talk to you later.
All right. Well, it's always good. Lillian, the legend. Lillian, the legend. I like that one. There you go. All right.
Oh, hey, listen, I've been called a lot of things, but never a legend. But I kind of like it. It has a good ring to it.
Does.
Hey,
does.
bye, freaks.
All right, see you later.
Bye, freaks.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, we got OnexRose. Nobody's ever on the screen, but I can see you over there.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, nice to talk to you, finally.
You too. Yeah.
And thanks for everything that you do. Thanks to all the freaks for being awesome.
Awesome freaks.
Yep. I sent you an email about a case that involves
today,
my just a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
It should say OnexRose on it. It's my daughter's father. It's unsolved. He was murdered. And it hasn't gotten any attention. Just one channel has covered it twice.
Let me see. Well, does it have like the name, initials JF for the person who sent it?
Yeah, it should. Mm-hmm.
Well, because it doesn't say OnexRose anywhere.
Yeah. I changed it to OnexRose, hoping that it would be noticeable. But yeah, JF is right.
Well, no, it doesn't say OnexRose anywhere on the screen or anything. But I know this is from you now, though. Okay, so okay, cool. All right. Is it some you think there's news articles on it and so forth?
Yeah, it's from Channel 2 News.
Okay.
I sent a link in it. It's just a news link.
This is your uncle? Is that what you said? I missed what
No,
you said.
it's my daughter's biological father.
Oh, okay. Wow. And what happened?
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't really know. He was murdered, and no one knows who did it. No one knows why. No one knows anything. Other that his girlfriend found him, and that's all we know at all.
Well, I mean, so you guys weren't like married or anything like that? Like you were dating before, or was he your husband? Or
Right, we had dated before. No, we weren't married or anything. He had a girlfriend, but my daughter really has a hard time dealing with it. We didn't have any like certain custody situation. I just let her see him when he wanted to see her. And all that, and we had saw him the month before he had passed away, and it's been almost like 2 years, and there's been like no coverage other than like talking to the family saying that they want justice and everything, and
right.
It's just really been hard for her.
Was he shot or something?
Yes.
And what were the circumstances? Did you have that?
The circumstances were that he was living in like a condo type apartment in Goulitsville, Tennessee, and he was working at the time, and the girlfriend I hadn't met, but I had talked to, since that's my daughter's father.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was trying to like make some sort of relationship since he had liked her. And she had called to let me know the next day that he had passed away and he was shot. And that's all that anybody knows. I know that 3 people have been called in for, questioning, and they show them a grainy picture of someone and give them like an alias, but that's about it, and that's as far as it goes. And he was just shot in there, and apparently had like bruises on his face and stuff like that.
When you say he was shot in there, where was he shot?
In his home on Kenton Court in Goulitsville.
So somebody just let him, like he let somebody in maybe? And
maybe, yeah. No one knows. There was no like, I don't know. They say that there was no like signs of a break-in. They told the people that got interviewed that there was a suspicious guy around, and that's about it.
Yeah. I'm just put my screen on so you at least see a face while you're talking, but it's kind of small though down in the corner. But yeah, the man, that's one of those ones. Was he? Hold on. Hold on a second.
How you doing, Gray?
A second, I gotta. Not sure what's going on there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there doesn't seem like a lot of information coming. I mean, like
there wasn't a lot of information.
Does he have anything in his lifestyle or anything that was a little bit shaky?
Yeah. So he had some drug problems, so it was like hit or miss when I thought, she should be able to see him, in a situation like that. But the girlfriend he was with at the time, she was later, like not too much later, charged with possession of like meth and all this other stuff. So I assume that there were things going on in the house, and yeah, so it was just a really odd like situation. Like I assume that someone maybe, I don't know, tried to maybe rob him or something, because, and I say that because like I'm not speculating, but the guy, like his ex-fiance said that they had bought something like a pill press. I've known the girl all my life. I've known him all my life. And so I assume with the amount of money he was probably making doing some sort of like drugs selling or something, because I know he was probably selling weed. I found out later that something like that may have happened, but it's just an odd thing. And and since it's a situation where there's like drugs involved and really sketchy people, there's not a lot of attention to it at all. There's only been 2 stories put out with family like asking for help within like 2 years. Well,
maybe we can do something where I try to find a bunch of stuff and you can come on, and maybe you can find somebody else that wants to come on and talk about it.
I told his father that I would mention it to you. And he was happy about that and said, you know, if he ever needed to talk, he would come on and talk about everything.
When did this happen again?
This happened back in April of 2020.
Okay, so a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I got the link that you sent me, so I'll check that one out, and then maybe we can do something where you, if you want to, I don't know if you want to come on. I can actually have you put you on the screen if you don't mind or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to do it on this one, but...
No, yeah, I would never care.
Okay. And then maybe he can come on or something, and we can... I mean, what have the investigators said? Anything?
I've talked to the investigators because I've had some strange situations where I've had a male contact me through Facebook and send me like various strange posts about information, and so I had sent the information from text through the investigator, gave him the phone number and everything, and he had called this man who had called me and told him to stop bothering me, and I guess got his information from him, and the man never contacted me again. It was just really weird. And then that was about all that came of that. And I don't talk to his ex-girlfriend or anything like that because of a situation about her contacting me after his death was really weird, and I had to talk to the investigators about that. She said some things that I thought, well, she couldn't have maybe known. I don't know. It was weird. And so I let them know. I sent you a long, detailed email a while back, but I know you get a lot of emails.
Well, was it the same email address?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just look at it. Okay,
and it has all the links and information in it.
Okay.
But yeah, but that was what was going on, and I just wanted to see if you could help me in any way, because we don't really have a way to get the word out, and his dad and his parents are clearly devastated.
That's what we'll do. We're going to go ahead and, I'll look at it. Then you can come on if the dad wants to come on. Well, at least we'll do a long segment on it or something. Put the face up on the screen, and people.
Well, I'll tell you, we'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you calling in. That's kind of a crappy thing to, your daughter doesn't get to, your child doesn't get to have a dad, so.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everything that you do. We all really appreciate it, all of us.
Well, thank you. And let's do something. All right, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Well, thanks for calling
Bye.
in. Thanks. Bye. Oh, hold on. I'm not sure how to get out of here, but we'll figure it out. All right, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. That same person was going to call in again. I don't need to have, I don't know, the whole donation thing that he kept talking about. I wasn't really sure. I mean, it is cool that that's what we do, but, you already said it on the one before, and, and then he tried calling again, so then it felt strange. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to end the meeting for everybody, the Zoom, and now we got to get on to the we're going to get on to the we got to send money out there, okay? So hold on. So if you want to help out, support the channel, we're still going through the evening here, but we got the super chats or PayPal. If you send 25 or more, you can get one of the notebooks, and then you also get in on the spin too. But man, now I'm sort of depressed. All the, these negative stories. It's like, I mean, that's what we do, but every once in a while you have the happiness. You're looking for happiness a little bit, but wow, that's the depressing one. Yeah. Very cool, very cool. K-Dog. Awesome. Okay, let's do... Well, I think this month I was gonna do more, just because like we've already done 1,500, but I thought maybe I could try to do another 3,500, which would be 5,000, which kind of way eats into the other 50% part, but it just seems like we got some generous PayPal donations, so we'll just make it bigger. All right, so that'll be we'll try to do 5,000 for the month. So what I think I'll do is maybe I will send Texas EquiSearch 500 and then send 3,000 to our DNA fund over at what is it called? Intermountain Forensics, or I think that's what it's called. All right, so I think that's a good way to do it. But I have to use my bank account. And so if you wonder, like people go, oh, he's using his bank account. Yeah, okay. Well, here's how it works, everybody. So before, we were sending money through PayPal to Intermountain Forensics, and they would get like, whoever processed it got 6%. So we had sent in $20,000, and they were, that 1,200 of it went to fees. And that's just, that's not acceptable to me. I mean, this is like, that's ridiculous, right? So we decided to we send a check, right from my account, goes right to Intermountain Forensics with 0 taken out. So that's all of the money goes there. And so that's how it's done. And, usually on the screen I'll show you the portion where it says, oh, you send the check off, and then they send in a spreadsheet every, once a month usually, but I can get one sooner, that shows what our balance is now. And I show that even on the screen too. And if you feel like it, you can get on the phone and you can call over and ask them the same damn questions. Okay? All right, so let's do Texas EquiSearch right here, because it's been a while and I feel like they need something. All right, here we go. Donate now. Looks like they've changed things a little bit here. I want to make sure everything is okay. Donate now. All right, here we go. 500. And I'm gonna hit I'm gonna take it off the screen, so I'm gonna hit this. I don't know if it opens up my PayPal, or I have to sign in. There you go. See, that's why you don't do it. Okay. When it pops up on the screen, I'll show it. Hold on. All right, there it is. It just came in. Thanks for donating $500 US dollars to Texas EquiSearch. All right. Then I'm going to go over to my email right here. And there it is. So here's an email. Just came in. And there it is. You donated $500 US dollars to Texas EquiSearch. So that's how you verify everything, everybody. And if you don't want to believe it, there's a number down here that, well, maybe you can zoom in on it and read it off and go check, because you're going to lose. All right, that's the truth. So there it is, and so we'll add that later. So at the end, we update our totals, because it just kind of gives a sense of, wow, look at how much we've all done. Huh? But where is the proof that the proof is real proof? I just showed it in an email. Yes, I had somebody fake an email and send it to me right at the precise time, and I have a screenshot of a window, and it made it look like it was. People are crazy. Yeah, that's all there is to it. All right, hold on a second. Also, thanks to Jen. Do you want the? I'll get you set up for the notebook really quick. Yep, Jen Richards. Thank you. Load it up on here. I got to do the spins for all the different. All right. By the way, I sent somebody a notebook, and the address they had on PayPal wasn't correct, and it got sent back. So then I went and checked PayPal, and they have a different address on the internal receipt. So hopefully that one's good. But I'm not going to go try to track that package down. I can tell you that right now. And thank you, Mary, as well. Okay, so now I gotta go do my bank. Hey, thanks, Amy's Justice League. So this has been a big month. Three, 4, 5. There you go, got it. Oh, and Loretta Reyes, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the support. You guys are what make it so that I can keep the channel going and do this and feel like, you know, it's awesome. Yeah, well, the names of the donations, I'm going to do drawings at the end of the show for just the regular super chats, but we're also going to do one for the Patreon people, a spin, for the moderators on YouTube. Next month I'll add the ones from Discord. I'll add them to the same list, I guess. And then Freaks, L101, members, Oogla Boogla Freaks, Megazoids. Alright, so that's how that's going to work. Hey, cool, LM. She just gifted a membership to somebody. Okay, so I got to open up my bank over here, and it's not going to be on the screen until maybe the end part. Okay. And then I'm going to send it to... Okay. So, Intermountain Forensics. And I'm sending 3,000 for, let's see, Identifinders, International, Colleen Fitzpatrick. Okay. So I do have that. Okay, Intermountain Forensics. So I'll make sure I'm doing everything good. In 5 business days. Okay. And boom. Okay. So there we go. Let me see if there's anything on there that I can't show. Yeah, there you go. So that's the what we're sending in right there. So 3,000. It's being sent in. There's the transaction number, and it's being sent over to Intermountain Forensics, and just right there, that saved. Let's see. Almost like $200, because we didn't send it through their PayPal account. So that's pretty amazing, right? So as we saw earlier, let me see where the Let me check let me get the numbers here. Hold on. Intermountain. There we go. She just sent us on the 26th our balance. So let me download that and I'll show it to you guys. Okay, got it. So, and then we got to update some numbers, and then we'll be moving on. So, anyways. What was I just going to do? Man. Oh yeah, I just downloaded the numbers. Okay. All right, so here's what we've got currently. So we've already had 14,484 spent out of the money that we've donated, but we still have 22,000 left. So if you actually add those together, that means the DNA fund so far already has 36,000 something, at least, that we've put into it. Right here, Jeff Safara's put 500 in, but our balance this year, he has. Our balance total remaining as of 8/26/22 is 22,766. Well, we just put 3,000 more, so it's 25,766. And depending on how it goes, we're probably going to need like 30 something to do these ones that we've committed to, or at least I've committed to doing. So there you go. Can you guys see this is the spreadsheet she sends right here. And right, even tells you over here for Bibb County. This is for the Gwinnett County one. That's the one that we don't really talk about because that was a dismembered body, likely cartel related or something. And it's like it's not like all it was identifying a person. It didn't solve anything. Okay, so there you go. That is our balance there. We just added 3,000 more. Well, you're not wrong, Jen, but I get trolled every single day. It's just crazy for the same shit. Okay, so let's fix the numbers now. So hold on. Yeah, if we're not donating every nickel, we're screwing people over. Yeah, that's not what we do here. You guys are supporting my channel, and then I send in a portion of the income. That's what we're doing here. Okay? I don't know how many times I have to explain. I don't really have to explain it, but I almost feel like I have to because there's so many people that just don't get it or just are really dumb, and even when you explain it 57 times, they still say the same thing over and over and over again. So at that point, you just realize you're dealing with trolls. They really don't give a damn. All right, so okay, I'm going to add 500 to Texas EquiSearch. There we go. Got that. Boom. Then I am going to, so that's already fixed. Now I'm going to change our current year total. Now this is going to be 31,511. No, wait, more than that. 32 and 11. I hate that 11. It's driving me nuts. I should have remembered to fix that. 3211. That's this year. And then we're going to switch the grand total now to 96,511. I think next month we might even hit the 100,000, you guys. I mean, I think we should. 3,500, that's crazy, right? I mean, that's all we need, and that would be like a lower month right there. So pretty freaking nuts. And here we go. We've got for the year NCVC, which is National Center for Victims. It's sort of like NCMEC, 500. DNA Fund. I got to fix that one. I forgot to do that. 13,500. Texas EquiSearch, 5,500. Innocence Project, 1,025. Wounded Blue Fund, 500. I know that offends a lot of people who like to defund the police. SpecialOps.org, 600. RAIN, 4,221. Might have to get them something next month. NCMEC, 5,665. End the Backlog, testing DNA kits, 500. And there we go. All right. Awesome. I do have to fix the this thing again, though. I forgot to add the... Oops. Put the, what is that? DNA Fund. 13,500. Awesome. There we go. That's pretty cool, though, you guys. I gotta admit, like, I'm gonna go, wow, I could have used that to remodel the entire house, everybody. It would have just been amazing. But it feels way better to actually make a difference, right? Yeah. You know, we didn't get any subs tonight. Like, oh yeah, screw that. Let's go over and sub to the Kiely case. You know, the people that just keep, like one of the moron channels today had a psychic on. Are you kidding me? Oh, seriously. Well, I see her in a car with glass and the water. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. That person got like 300 subs while I was just tuning it in. Can you believe that shit? How embarrassing. Great for them, though. You know, they got all those. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Mari Harris. Yeah, we got lots of new members. Very cool. I'm talking about like subs, you know. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible, you know. What gets rewarded on YouTube in terms of, you know, the subs and the views and all that. It's trash. Unbelievable. And thank you, Geek Mom. You got to send me your address. I got to send you some stuff for buttoning up the hatches over there on Discord. You got to let me know when you're finished, so I'll make you just one of the regular moderators. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Totally ridiculous. All right. So let's do some spins here for people. All right, so for the Patreon, we're going to spin for the Everything mug. All right. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Actually, here's what I'll do. For the Patreon, it'll be Everything mug and a notebook for the one person. Okay. So it'll be the Everything mug. So it has all the crap, all the stuff that we've ever talked about on the one mug, and then a notebook. Hey, what's funny there, Amy? Aren't you one of the behind the scenes kind of? All right, let's see. Let me do the. Let me get rid of this one. Shovel. So these are the Patreon. Well, actually, I got it up here on the screen. Let me just keep it up there, and that's how we'll do it. I did get it. Dana Dane, thank you. Dana Dane. All right, shuffle. This is for the everything mug and a notebook to the same person. It's just one spin. All right, here we go.
Huh?
Look at that. It's somebody named Laura60. All right, Laura60. There you go. I'll do one more spin on here for a notebook to somebody on Patreon. But Patreon, I appreciate you guys very much. I know I don't do all the little things on there. I just don't have time. As you can probably imagine, doing shows every single day, I don't have like a segment of time where it's just, hey, let's go spend, like, do a video or something. It's too hard, you know. I could do something in the future where I put out a video for like members only and like a Patreon, and then everybody else gets to see it another day. But I don't have the suspense behind my videos. You know, they're just like, hey, here's a video, and you know. So here we go. Here's a notebook for Patreon. And that's Cristy Davis. This is the moderator. This is for the Mod Tumbler. Okay. The Mod Tumbler, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And the next month we'll add in the Discord. It's kind of a new thing. Oh, look at that! It's Kit Cat! Who doesn't deserve that more? I mean, Kit Cat, come on. He's been around forever. Yeah! Alright, well, that's going to be fun. So, Kit Cat, get a hold of me. Send me your email. Or your address, not your email. This is going to be for the All of the Freaks L101. Oh, wow. And this is one of the reasons why I should never have done that such a low level, because everybody joins that one every single time. Okay, so hit the shuffle button here, and this is going to be for the, let's see, what are we going to do? We'll do the same thing here. We'll do a everything mug, a notebook, and then one more drawing for a notebook, alright? There we go. And it's up to you to watch to see if you win and send me an email. Okay, I don't have a mechanism to send something out and let you know. But maybe this can be in the time code. The Velvet Army's been putting together a time code sort of chapter thing for my videos, so I can just plug it in at the end of the show and people can go find different spots. So thank you very much, the Velvet Army. There comes the spin. Look at Georgina with that face. What's wire fraud, LA? What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you mean. No, go ahead. I want the answer to the question. What does that mean, LA connection? Where is that? Tell me where that's happening. So Rhiana won the everything mug and a notebook. And now we're going to shuffle again and spin one more time for a notebook. Here we go. This is just for a thank you for supporting the channel. Type it in, LA Connection. We're all waiting for your incredible insight. And Debbie Mitchell wins the notebook. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, usually they never have anything to say. They're just trolls that come over from Slow Joe's dipshit channel that all think they have it all figured out. Alright, and so let's do, now we're going to do Oogla Boogla Freaks. Alright, so Oogla Boogla Freaks, there's less people in there. And they're all going to, we'll do a everything mug and 2 different notebook. So the first winner gets everything mug and a notebook, and then a notebook. Alright, so there you go. Notice how the trolls never have another answer, because their answers are completely bogus. Alright, so here we go. Shuffle, 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 and here is the everything. Well, let's see. Let me see if I want to. Yeah, that's it. So the everything mug and a notebook. How about I'm going to do 2 different spin. I'll do everything mug for a notebook, and then the other one will be the art mug with a sketch. Okay. So here we go. So if you win this spin, you have to send me your address. You get the everything mug, and then I'll send you the notebook, and then the next person wins just the everything, or the free cart mug with a sketch. Okay. So here it is. This is the first one here. I guess you don't even need to shuffle because they're already individual. You know, it's like it just. Look at that! It's Mama She 13. I haven't seen her in a while, but yeah, there you go. Boom. All right, so you got that one. Mama She 13. She won the everything mug with a sketch. Now this one is going to be for the free cart mug with a, I mean, not, yeah, and the sketchbook, the other one. So sketchbook and everything mug. This one is just for the free heart mug with a sketch on it. It's not the sketchbook. All right, so here we go. Yeah, notice the wire fraud moron took off. Yeah. Shut this down. This is totally legal right here. I'm just spinning to say thank you. People can win something. They're not doing it to win. You know, they didn't join my channel to win something. That's what these idiots don't seem to get. They're really dumb people. You know, I don't know how to explain it to them. Alright, here we go. Delete that one. And now we're moving on to the... Did we do the moderator? We didn't do the moderator. Yeah, we did do that. It was Kit Cat. Alright, so now we're on to Megazoid. Alright. And Megazoids. Alright, so the Megazoids are going to get a... we're going to do a hoodie. I think I'm just going to have it where the winner gets a hoodie and a notebook. Okay? There you go. And that's it. How about well, maybe we'll do a hoodie and a notebook, and then another winner gets a notebook. But you're in the spins every single month. It's just, it is what it is. So hoodie and a notebook for this winner right here. Okay, here we go. For the Megazoids. Here we go. I haven't even seen Virginia around, but hey, Virginia, you win. Huh? Virginia, you won the hoodie, but you have to just tell me which one you want and the size. Then you give me your address, and then you get the notebook. So here is a notebook, though, for somebody else. So here we go. Actually, I'll tell you what. This next spin will be for the everything mug and a notebook for a second winner. All right, so here we go. Screw it. So the first one gets a hoodie and a notebook. This one gets an everything mug and a notebook. And it's K. Ortega. There you go. All right. So if they see it, they see it. But we'll put it in the. Hopefully, I can even go do that part if the Velvet Army doesn't have time to figure out that the part where you put in the time code for the winner. But because I want them to send it over to me so I can send it. So I think that might be it. Right? Yeah, there's no more there, so. And at the end of the show, we'll do a spin for everybody again. That was on today's, just the regular donations. Okay, there we go. All right, well, what do we do now, everybody? What are we doing now? That's the question. I think that was it. I think there's a good possibility. Maybe. I don't know. See, this is when all the trolls show up. They don't really get it. They were told something, and it's not true, So I watched a movie talk show channel. I thought I would ask how he did it for us. I don't even know what that means. Well, he was doing it illegally. Unless he was showing you a movie that was one of the free ones that YouTube offers. Yeah. Yeah, you can't just play a movie like you couldn't play Terminator just, hey, unless it happened to be one of the free ones. Well, thank you, Mama 457 Rose. Oh, yeah. Tease my show for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's show is just going to be about the... hold on. I got to pull up the folder. Yeah, Lakin Elizabeth Lewis. Yeah, I think that the father is going to come join me on the show. Let me see. He did respond to me. Let me see what he said. Hold on. Yeah, see, one of the things that's a little bothersome is that the story that, Jacob, well, the dad, you'll know his name tomorrow, but the dad in that case, he told me things that he figured out, but there was stuff that the mom didn't tell him that was really important stuff. And there is weirdness there, I have to admit. You just never know, though, because people act differently in weird situations. But one of the weird, there's just things that are like, you need a better explanation. Yeah, I'm just reading this over here. Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah, well, he has some of the same thoughts that I was having. I can't read what he said, but it is interesting. You know, it's a weird story. Lakin Lewis, she was at her house right here, and she was going on a walk, but it was going to be like a 2-hour walk. It's not really a walk. She was going to go hang out with friends at a park, and then a friend was hanging out with her just right there. I mean, that's really close. But apparently there's a house right here. That's the house where the guy she was standing with is a cousin to a person living here. And a lot of people were, they were saying that maybe it was a drug house or something. I mean, who the hell knows? And then she was here, and then I guess she made it all the way to her house. There's no street view here. She made it all the way to here and wasn't allowed. I mean, wasn't allowed. She made it all the way to here, and then the neighbor across the street watched a guy, and there was a blonde guy and this other friend, a black guy that was probably the same guy that she was standing with here. That's what he said, but when I was talking to the mother, it was just the black guy, and apparently put her arm around her and then took her off somewhere. But there's too many variances in the story, so we're going to need to get some more reasonable, accurate information here. Really odd stuff. But I'll definitely I'll try to edit out some of the names and stuff and play that interview. I think I asked pretty good follow-up questions because there were things that didn't really make a lot of sense. What about it, Loki? You almost seem like a troll, you know that? Just to be honest with you. I mean, you don't really type in anything. Yeah, I saw that stuff. It's got the captain, me, we're all look like police officers, yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, but the mother said she'd never ran away before. Yeah, well, how do we know? Somebody in the chat might have just said that. That's why I don't like when people say, I bet you she's a chronic runaway. You always get people to say, she's a chronic runaway. And then, as if it's a fact, and then people read it and go, ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't have a clue if that person is telling the truth or knows a damn thing about anything. Yeah. I saw him on another channel the other day, Ellen. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good for you, Geek Mom. Good for you. Let's see. No, we don't pump other channels here, by the way. So, it just is what it is. Unless I feel like it. Like if I want to say, hey, go eat over at so-and-so's food cart. Go ahead, Tell us what keeps you going in the crime community and your favorite food. God, I'd say my two favorite foods are. One of them's kind of like you might not have heard of it, but the Korean barbecue ribs, like Kalbi beef or whatever the hell it is. Then sushi. That's one of my favorite foods. I could just sushi. I can't even say it because it's making me want to eat it. That's one of the only foods that I've eaten where you almost get addicted to it, where you have to get up in the morning and go plan your day about when you're going to go have some sushi. It's at least when I first started. Now it's not like that. But yeah, it's so good though. Yeah, freaking amazing. Yeah, see, California rolls are a cop-out, man. You got to do that's the beginning food. So yeah, those are good, but try just raw salmon. It's absolutely amazing. There's no fishy flavor to it or anything. And then spicy, gosh, yeah. Do the spicy tuna rolls. Those are good. Yeah. I'd steer you away from sea urchins. That's for damn sure. I've tried that too. I think it's called uni or some shit. Tastes terrible. You know what sea urchin tastes like? It tastes exactly how a one of those pools, like a smell, like a wading ocean, a tide pool. Yeah, that's exactly, it tastes just like that smell. So why would you want to eat that? Also, I don't like quail eggs, which is a sushi thing, even though it's not fish. One time I had fish eggs with a quail egg on top. Yeah, that was when I was right at the verge of like, okay, you know, this is a little nuts. So there's that one. Yeah, it makes me drool a little bit. That's the thing. It's weird. Yeah, like low tide. There you go. And what was the other part that you asked up there? Is it? That's the new challenge, huh? Wow. Amazing. Yeah, sea urchin. Yeah, it just sucks. Yeah, it's just not good. I don't know how that ever became a thing. But have you guys ever had Korean barbecue ribs? Oh, God. You get that with some sticky white rice. Man, there's really it's almost a heaven situation. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go try that one, Tina. Oh yeah, you guys are crazy. You gotta go get that one. All of you. Everybody that said no, get that next week somewhere. It's got this little rib in there, and ew. What does 5U mean, Charles? God, just people think they're so clever with little codes. Let's see. Yeah, well, Korean barbecue ribs isn't gross. It's beef with little tiny ribs lined up on it. Here, I'll show you. Hold on a second. It's really expensive. We make our own. It's so yummy. Ah, God, just looking at this, I just want to, oh, God, look at this right here. Oh, that's exactly what it's like. Right there, man. It is freaking incredible. Man, it's only $15 for that marinade. I might just go buy that and see if it's, you know, worthy. Because we make our own. What you do is you lay it out when it's raw, and you have to put brown sugar. You have a cup of brown sugar, but you take half of it and you kind of put it on it, and you let it sit there. And after a while, you see this sort of blood or whatever come up. Then you do it on the other side, and then on the side you put together the entire marinade thing, and then you put it together, and then you put the ribs in with it in a bag, and you let it sit there for like a day or two. And man, when you cook this crap, oh God, it's so good. Right? The Korean barbecue ribs, Chris? Huh? The Korean barbecue ribs are pretty good, right? The ones that we make. They actually sell this sauce over here. I might just try to buy it. Yeah. She's laughing at me over there. Huh?
Huh?
Oh, that's incredible meat. Yeah, so like it peels off of the bone there. You pull it off, and it's just so good. If you haven't tried it, try it, and you'll go, man, Gray does know what he's talking about. It is absolutely incredible. It costs like $20 a package just for the meat. It's crazy. Here, let me show you. Maybe another picture would work. Like this one. See, there you go. Like that, you know. That's what it looks like before. There it is. That's it. So hold on. Ah, crap. I don't want to do it. But anyways, you can see behind there. That's what the meat looks like when you get it. I guess maybe like that. There you go. That's a picture of it beforehand. It's awesome. Awesome. All right. So is anybody out there going to try this? You can go to any kind of Korean place and get it. It's awesome. I need the full report. You're going to thank me that you found your second favorite food that you've ever eaten. Thank you, Papa Q. Hey, welcome, Amy Celeste, to Oogla Boogla Freaks. Yeah, I thought you remember a long time ago. Yeah, that's pretty good, OnexRose. I gotta be honest with you. Ray? My name is Gray, but I do respond to anything. Laugh out loud, Ray, you're funny. Trolls unite. They're probably over there watching Slow Joe do his rendition of Gone with the Wind, you know? Look at that, I'm advertising for this. Alright, what was the other question you asked me? OnexRose. Except he won't tell everybody that's what he's doing. You know what's going to be weird? One of these episodes, you're going to see Slow Joe go, pork chops and applesauce, see? And then people are going to go, wow, that was so emotional of you. And then I'm going to think, well, no, that was on the Brady Bunch when Peter went into the kitchen and Alice said, hey, do you... you know, what are we having for dinner? Peter asked. And she said, pork chops and applesauce. And he said, pork chops and applesauce, see? Yeah. Right. So that you're going to hear that one soon. Maybe, okay, here's one I can definitely see him doing. Right? So you guys remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds, right? Here's what he's going to take the John Goodman locker room speech. And I'll probably turn it into something. The real speech is, when you're in your bed, when you were in your crib, your father looked down at you and said, he's going to grow up to be a man someday. But look at you now. You just got your asses whooped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds! Now, if I was you, I would do something about it. In the name of my father. And okay, that was a real line. So now he's going to say it differently. My wife's giving me an evil eye like I'm saying something wrong. But I'm not. He's going to say, when I was in my room, I looked at those YouTubers and thought they'd grow up to be meaningful someday. But look at them now. They just got... Yeah, you know how it goes. We'll never know. The people that watch him don't know that he got that from Revenge of the Nerds, okay? Yeah. Sorry if I offended you by using the, God's name, but that is the quote, okay? So I apologize for that, right? Yeah, that's right, with the southern accent and everything. That's a great line, though. Let me see if how close I was to it. Hold on. I think I was pretty close. This is just by memory, because that's actually a pretty good movie. John Goodman, Locker Room, Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
When you were a baby in your crib, your father looked down at you.
That's right, man.
He had but one hope. Someday my son will grow to be a man. Well, look at you now.
Man, I'm good at this.
You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
I nailed it, man. I can't believe
Well,
it.
if I was you, I'd do something about it.
Oh, God, this is incredible. I
I
nailed
would get
that
up
thing.
and redeem myself in the eyes of my father, my
right.
maker, and my coach. Well, let's get those nerds! Nerds! Nerds!
Okay, see? I mean, you gotta admit, like, I absolutely nailed that, and I haven't even watched that thing in 20 years. But I always remember that line. It was so great. You in your crib, your father looked down at you, and he had but one hope. That you'd grow up to be a man someday. But look at you now. You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of... That's just so great. It's the greatest, it's one of the greatest, well, I mean, to me it's just awesome because of the way the whole movie was. You know, you gotta admit, like, Revenge of the Nerds was pretty good, right? And then all the other ones sucked, but the first one was good. Alright, anyways. Yes, there was a case this summer that is just as confusing, but I still think about her too. I don't know what that one is. Which case? I still want to actually have... Yeah, Allison Watterson, yeah. I talked to the mom a few months back. I was thinking maybe of having her come on, maybe do an update, like just what's going on, anything new. Probably isn't, you know. Probably one of those things. She was so decomposed and, you know, predation and spread all over the place. There was no way to determine how she got there. And I guess you could say it was just as viable that she wandered away and maybe had done drugs and then stumbled around. And I mean, it was really weird where she was found, though. I got to tell you, like, she would have had to cross over a fence and then over a little creek and then sort of just hang out under a tree. It almost seems like somebody put her there, but how do you prove it if everybody just shuts up, you know? Yeah. You just got... I got to get that one. You just got your... Maybe I'll take that as... record that and have it as a quote. It's part of that. But look at you now. All right, what was the other part, though? OnexRose that you asked up there. It's so far up there, I can't find it. Yeah, we got return. Okay. Oh, there you go. So, hey, Kate, if you're out there watching, I sent you an email that the address that I sent your notebook to the other day didn't make it. And so I'm sending you another one because I found the actual address in your PayPal receipt online, not the one that comes in the email. Just so you know. And thank you, Kristen Cure as well. Alright. Yeah, we probably are, Amy. I'm in my 50s, so. No, I think you asked me something about what made me start doing, or something. I can't remember what you said, but it was something. Members only porch chat discussion. That'd be pretty cool. I should do that maybe sometimes. You know, just for members, you know, members only, just hang out, have a beer, sit outside. Maybe play Revenge of the Nerds in the background, you know, just. Sorry to hear that, Denise. Have they ever solved that one? What got me interested in true crime? It's kind of a weird. Gosh, I don't know. I used to watch it on television with Bill Curtis, you know. So Bill Curtis and different shows that were out there. Everybody, I think, watched those. And then, I don't know, there was a trial at some point that was sort of interesting to watch on television. But I think what really got me into true crime was the Jodi Arias trial, because I had learned animation on my own. And then I went to the Art Institute for 2 years in animation and media arts. And then during the Jodi Arias trial, I realized that I could show people what I'm talking about by building the entire 3D model of the set and show people what I'm talking about. And then I got really fascinated with that because it was amazing how much better that did in terms of showing people what you're talking about. And then it also allowed me to visualize and theorize better. And so I started making videos on that, and then those videos that I made on the Jodi Arias case actually led to me being contacted by an individual. His first name was Kevin, who he was an elevator repair person, and there was a criminal suit against an elevator technician at a hospital, and I was contacted by the prosecutor over there, and we all worked together, and I came up with an animation that represented the video that they had was only 2 frames a second, so I made an animation where it filled in the gaps based on the conversation with the woman who was almost killed in the elevator. So what happened in that case is the elevator doors open, she steps on, and there's a mechanism that makes sure that an elevator cannot move unless the doors are closed, but you can turn those off manually. This guy did that. He didn't put up any cones. He didn't do shit. She steps on the elevator. The doors are open and the elevator starts going up, and her leg's sticking out of it. And imagine it was like a guillotine, just went and pulled her leg all the way up to the 8th floor through that little tiny gap that's between the elevator and, you know, the building. I mean, there's just that little tiny gap. You see it. In between floors, it opens up a little bit, but it was ridiculous. So it just happened to be in a hospital, and she survived, but, you know, they kept her leg somehow. I think she should have just let it go. It was, you know, it's brutal. But she, you know, obviously in a civil suit, she won just a ton of money. And the guy got 2 years in prison. And I mean, my video that I made, the jury said had a huge effect on them. Then he hired me to do another video for, I mean, I can show you that if you want. I mean, I've shown it before. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know if it's still... There it is. Okay. See, it's right here. This is the one I made. So here's the actual surveillance. See how it's just really choppy? Here. This is the one I made. So here's the actual
that's me
surveillance.
talking.
See how it's just really choppy?
here.
This is the one I made. Oh, weird. Okay.
This video contains subject matter that may be offensive.
I guess that's me talking about it. Wait, no, that was my show just now. I'm confused. Oh, just now. That's weird. Why is this playing? What's going on right now? Man, I'm confused. Oh, there it is. That was another night. Okay, here we go. So watch how this works. So here's this surveillance footage. Yeah, I have to fill in the gaps because it's only like 1 or 2 frames a second. Now you'll see this elevator over here open up. Light turns on. She walks over. And then I switch over to animation here. So then it's like, she comes on and this is what happens. It's like, just like this. And then look at her leg. Ah, it was just really sick. So when you get on elevators, people, get on quick and exit quick. Do not linger or anything. So this is what it looked like from the outside. And then, look at that. And then then she reached back with her hand, and the same thing happened to her hand. It broke her arm, dragged her leg all the way up. I mean, it was crazy. You know, all the way up to the 8th floor. When the paramedics got up there, they asked if she was alive, and she was. But she was in a coma for a month. So here's like the whole sequence kind of edited together. And their daughter was standing right outside. Oh my God, it's horrible. Yeah. So this is one I made. I got all the measurements of everything, made sure everything was exactly the same. You know, so it was really accurate. And the jury, when they watched it, they said, "Oh yeah, that." And the judge, it was cool too, because I was supposed to testify, which would have been cool. I would have been able to say I had testified, but the attorney, the prosecutor, was clever. He was playing the animation in eye view of the judge, and the judge goes, "Oh, let me look at that. Oh yeah, cool." And then the defense said, "Yeah, we'll accept that." So I didn't have to say anything, or it was just deemed accurate. And then boom, you know, he lost. Got a couple years in prison. So then after that, you know, that was neat, you know, that kind of stuff. And I think it was all, then I did a lot of stuff on the McStay case. You know, me and Ada and some other people did that one for years. That was interesting. Then, and you know, various cases during that time. Then I think when I think I became a true crime YouTuber in reality, like I'm actually a YouTuber, in 2017, probably with the Delphi case, and then also with the Kanika Jenkins. So again, in the Kanika Jenkins case and in the Delphi case, I've been able to use my animation skills to portray accurate events that allow people to see the reality of what's going on. And so there you go. And it just kind of got on from there. You know, it's a good feeling to be able to, you know, look at something and get people to see it the way you're seeing it based on the facts and not some crazy delusional view that people have. I don't know, Dennis. Just send me an email on it, okay? All right, thanks. Let's see. I think I started doing live shows in 2018 at the beginning, I believe. Wasn't too long after Kanika, really. I remember covering April Tinsley, I think, live, so that was a long time ago. Anything else? Man, you guys are just typing up a storm now. It's really just zipping along. I guess that's where the boredom level kicked in. Sorry about that. Should have made it a short answer. But I'm not even sure if I'm still live. Is this anything going here? Anybody? Anyways, I'm going to call it a night, you guys. Man, seeing a chat just come to a halt like that is just wow. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate your amazing support for the channel. It allows us to do what we're doing and allows me to keep doing my show. And without your guys' support, we wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Could never justify doing 7 days a week, 3 or 4 hours a day shows without your guys' support. And because of that, then at the end of the month and during the month, I take portions of the support that you guys give me and give it back to various charities. We're not a charity ourselves. I just donate a large portion of the income. Now, apparently, these trolls that show up don't want me to give a nickel. Just keep it all. It's weird. Yep. Did I have like late 2017 lives? Yeah, maybe. I don't remember ever doing one, for example, on the Delphi case or anything. Or maybe I did. I don't know. So, the breakdown for where we're at now, for all the freaks, is we're at 96,511 since January 2020. The current year, 32,000. Last year, 42,500. 22,000 in 2020. This year so far, I've already gone through that, but we're at 96.5, so we should be able to get to 100,000 next month, I would think. Hey, thanks, Lori Fisher. Alright, so we got some more spins to do here.
Love you, Grand Freaks.
And when you send me an email, if you won something, you got to tell me what you won, because I have no way to keep track of it all. Like, for example, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think next month we'll be able to get to that, and we'll have the dun 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 dun, you know. Hopefully it sounds better than what I just did. Alright, so thank you to Georgina Stoliker, Regina Carter, Crystal aka Beaver Gaming Sub Crystal, Robin Barato, Eugenie, Kathy Freidenmaker, Connie Lee, Tina Susser, Allie K, Will Good, A Blank Slate, Cherry S, Karen Shank Chapman, Paula Durbin, Cheyenne R, Gianna MM, Vicky H. OnexRose. Where's the, oh yeah, Alley Cake was a cat eye donation, so was Eugenie. Georgina Soliker as well. Okay. Vicky H. OnexRose. Georgina Soliker. Ginger Snap with a cat eye donation. Jiggy England. Sleuthin' Sandals. Quietly Frozen with a 6X cat eye. GM. Tiffany May. OnexRose. Jessica Schubach. Mrs. Ryan. OnexRose. Mrs. Ryan with the cat eye. OnexRose. Lily Juliana. Mrs. Ryan again with the cat eye. Tina Susser. Candalee Woodward Stone. Kim F. Sharp Hart. Amber Maiden cat eye. Mama 457 Rose. Mar McIntyre. Road Trippin'. Blind Squirrel. Even one of those catches a net. Right? OnexRose. Freebird Forever. Susanna Nick Gola Padre with a cat eye and another birthday. That was with Jen H. Charisma. OnexRose. Flounder 23. Paul Ayres. Mizzou. Tamara. Not today, but tomorrow. K-Dog. Amy's Justice League. Loretta Reyes. Excuse me. Oh, that music threw me off. Loretta Reyes. Mary Harris. Laconic. Dreaming Girl. Mama 457 Rose. Kristen Cure. Papa Q. Linda Howell, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles. And Lori Fisher. Then over there on the PayPal side, we've got, let's see, Elizabeth Jansen. Mag with a crazy, very generous PayPal. Thank you very much. She says, I can't be there tonight, but wanted to donate. I've been catching up on lives at night. Keep doing the fantastic work that you are doing. You make a difference. Mag. All right. Then we've got another incredibly generous donation from the Velvet Army. She doesn't really have a, it just says Velvet Army. There you go. Then Nicole Bennett. I tried several times to send this FF, but PayPal won't give me the option. So anyways, people want me to make a Venmo account, so maybe I'll try to do that. And then Billy Juliana, the mayor. For you, she said, Gray, and for the excellent charities, organizations of freak sponsor, I send out love and friendship to you and all the freaks. Very cool, very cool. Then we've got Sarat Terry. Thank you very much. And then Play-Doh, not Plato, like Socrates and Plato, not Play-Doh, like the kids' gooey toy. Okay. Thank you very much. TTJO Tracy, thank you very much. And then Paulette Leonard. And Maureen Coe. Hope things go well tonight, she said. Yep. And then Kenneth Brown. Jan H. Thank you. Charleston Amy. Cat Eye. With last night, I wanted to donate 3 cat eyes this month. Thank you so much for all you do. You're awesome. Well, thank you, Charleston Amy. One of these days, we'll get back to the Innocence Project. All right. Jen Richards, for your fantastic work. Thank you very much. Mary Benner. Also, I won't say her YouTube name because I think I screwed up there, but yeah. And then Donna Scott. Thank you. Kate Liss. Kristen Cure. And there you go, everybody. So thank you guys. Awesome. Now we'll get this on. Could you guys hear me when I was talking, trying to talk over the loud music? Hopefully you could anyways. All right. I guess in the case that we're covering, Lakin, they live in a mobile home. I guess I can't say that around Alec Murdoch. Okay. All right, here we go. We are going to do the. I got to move over to the wheel again. Look at that! It's from the entire night, everywhere. So we're going to do let's see. I'll do 2 everything mugs and a notebook. Right? Because we also did all those other spins too. How about we'll do 2 everything mugs, a notebook with a sketch, and a notebook. So 4 different things. What happened? What does that mean, Kristen Cure? I don't get it. Is that like, you always put like weird comments like that? What does that mean, Kristen Cure? Yeah, I was trying to, if you send me an email, I was going to send you something, like a notebook or something. Is that what you wanted? You wanted one of those, but you didn't send me an email. I'm not sure what you're saying, though. It's always disappointing when you make comments like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's not like $1 makes a difference, you know? All right, you guys ready? Here we go. So she always wants to respin, so I'll remove all that. Here we go. So Mag won the first one. Paulette Leonard won the everything mug. There, look at that. Mrs. Ryan won the everything mug too. And these are just mugs giving out for participating. Appreciate it. Helping me out. Amber Maiden! She wins one. Okay, I'll spin again. So Amber Maiden. She won an everything mug. All right. And then Paulette Leonard wanted to respin, so there we go. Tiffany May. All right, there you go. You won the other one. And this one is for the notebook here. Okay, here we go. But yeah, Kristen Cure, I'll send you a notebook. Send me an email, okay? You mentioned something the other day. I think I sent you an email or something and didn't hear back from you. Quietly Frozen. She always wants to respin too. Alright, so there we go. Here we go. Now, if she ever wants it, she can just let me know. Paul Ayres with a notebook. There you go. All right, there you go, everybody. A lot of stuff going on tonight. We're trying to build up for 2 more DNA cases. So we got 5 in the books right now, so that's a lot. Hold on a second. Like that a bit. So anyways, thank you all for being here tonight, and I really appreciate all of you. I mean, all the freaks, you're able to, keep us doing what we're doing, and, allows me to keep doing the show all the time, and, the amount of charity that I'm able to donate from the income is incredible because of you guys, right? So anyways, it just keeps... it just always bugs me on an every nightly basis when you get the trolls that show up and they say the same thing, and it never seems like they don't ever seem to actually hear or see what you're saying or doing, and they don't care when channels give nothing, and they don't care if a channel keeps every nickel of everything. But if you're a channel that does donate, they want you to give everything at that point. It's really bizarre. I've never seen anything like it because I never see them talk to any other channel, and those people don't give a nickel. I mean, there's channels that looks like a slot machine on their show. Like, for example, Chris McDummy, he has a show going on and he doesn't do shit with it. Oh yeah, his own the foundation that he runs, right? Yeah, I get it, right. So, I mean, you've got other people that get just a ton of super chats, and you never see them do a damn thing with it. I mean, they'll keep everything they get and then do fundraisers for other things, right? So it doesn't affect them. So I don't know why people can't see the difference there. It's pretty mind-boggling. But anyways, thank you guys very much for being here tonight. Really appreciate it. And a very successful final donation night. Sorry, Kristen Cure, that you feel the way you do. It's really about what we're doing with it, not winning the prizes. I just at the end go, hey, maybe I'll give chances for people to win a prize just for being here. I think before we even gave out prizes, it was more donations and even more. Okay, so people were helping out my channel way before there was ever prizes at all. They're not even helping people say, oh, I'm gonna donate because I gotta try to win a prize. That doesn't even enter people's minds. So it'd be great if people didn't care that much about that aspect of it. Yeah. So thank you guys very much for being here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow we're likely going to have Lakin Lewis's dad on and see if he has some more information. He's going to come on, all right? Yeah, it's just extra like, hey, thanks everybody. I mean, I think tonight the prizes that I gave out were probably over $200, you know, so. What does that mean? That's neat, but not I popped in. Nobody knows what that means. All right, well, thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. And let's keep on trucking. Tomorrow is a new month, okay? It's a new month. And you guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys are really awesome. And I don't know if I say it enough, but I feel so fortunate and thankful to have all the generous freaks that allow me to keep doing what I'm doing. Okay? Thank you very much. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And until next time, be safe out there. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now.
Hey, Gray, that was cool, man. That was really cool. $5,000 this month. That's really boss.
There we go with the boss again.
I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya. If you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Grader's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temper fucking checked ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender.
Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
All right. Be safe out there.
Yeah, everybody. Should I sing happy birthday again for Susanna?
No! You are not singing again.
But I want to, Gray. Yay!
Why?
I like to sing happy birthday to Susanna McNichol-Podrick.
Yeah, that does take a long time to say. It takes some skill to do that. But anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and be safe out there.